What is up, my friend? Welcome to another video. This episode of Coffee and Crypto is going to be absolutely fantastic. It is a beautiful day outside today, and I've already got my coffee. Let me show you right here. Woo! Got my coffee, ready to go, baby. Yeah, that's right. We are going to do another episode of Coffee and Crypto. I'm risking my life here out in my car shooting this video, but that's okay. I'm so excited, super pumped. Woo! All right, guys. So I'm headed to my favorite spot over at the college here near my home. I'm going to be talking to you today about Steem while I drink my coffee, and I'm going to tell you what kind of coffee it is in a second. So stay tuned, and when I get to the college, I will shoot up this video again, and I will see you guys in a second. Take care. I'm headed to my favorite spot right now here at the college. As you can see, there's the parking lot behind me. I parked my car and I'm walking to my destination. All right, we are ready to rock and roll, my friend. I've got my handy dandy notebook, journal / planner here, the Phoenix Journal, and I'm going to be reading your guys' questions that you gave me in the last episode where I talked about Bitcoin. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking all about Steem. Steem is my absolute favorite cryptocurrency of all time, and I've got my coffee right here with me. This is a pure black coffee. The brand is actually called Black Magic, and I've got this cup with this little coffee jacket, I guess you want to call it. So let's go ahead and try it out. So good, guys. My favorite coffee is just pure black coffee. I don't add any sugar or any cream to it at all. I used to when I first started drinking coffee, but I've slowly kind of weaned myself off of that, and now I just drink my coffee black, and sometimes I'll have cookies or, you know, something sweet to go along with the coffee. I don't know if you guys have done this before, but when you drink coffee without anything in it, without any sugar, and then you have something sweet like a cookie, it just cancels out the sweetness flavor, and it's just the perfect combination in your mouth. Absolutely fantastic. So, hey, however you want to do it, it's fine with me. As long as you're getting your energy, drinking your coffee, exercising, then that's awesome. But I'm going to open up my journal today and read your guys' questions because I wrote them out here. I wrote your guys' usernames. I'm going to call you out, and I first of all want to appreciate you and just thank you for submitting your questions to me, because without your input I would just be coming up with questions on my own, and that wouldn't be as fun. So I'm going to talk later about the next episode, what I'm going to be talking about. So stay tuned for that. After I answer these questions, I'm going to be letting you know what the next topic is for the next Coffee and Crypto episode. So let's get right to it, guys. Let's open up my journal here, take a drink of coffee. Man, so good. So good. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm wearing my Dabbler and Master shirt. As you can see, the Dabbler word is actually crossed out and the Master word is highlighted. That's because I'm dedicating my life to mastery. My mentor, Stephen James, he talks about this all the time in his brand Project Life Mastery. This is actually one of his shirts that I got from him. I've been following him for a long time. If you guys haven't checked out his information, checked out his blog, checked out what he's about, go to projectlifemastery.com and you will be impressed with what you see. I've been learning a lot from him over the years, and I'm going to continue to do that. But anyways, let's get right into it, guys. So this first question comes from @AlamoGirl. So, hello, Alamo Girl. How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Your question was, what's the big deal with SMTs, and how are they going to help Steem it? All right, so SMTs are smart media tokens. And basically what they're going to do is they're going to tokenize the web. So right now with the ERC20 tokens that are available for Ethereum, people can create their own, basically their own cryptocurrency, and they can create their own project and get it out there. And it's a little more difficult to do that. With SMTs, Steem is going to make it really, really easy for entrepreneurs and also for developers on the blockchain to be able to utilize SMTs to incentivize their users. So say, for instance, DTube or DLive, they've got these apps that are already live and ready to go on the Steem blockchain. They're already integrated with Steem. They're already paying people in Steem when they interact with the app. So that's really awesome. And so one of the things that DTube or DLive or any app that connects to the Steem blockchain is going to be able to do, if they choose to, is they're going to be able to come out with their own smart media token. So these tokens are going to be based off of Steem, and what's going to happen is they're going to be able to use their own tokens to incentivize their users even further. And I believe that users are going to be able to trade in their SMTs for Steem as well. So I have to double check on that, but that would be really awesome. So the question was, what's the big deal with SMTs? Well, SMTs are going to be coming out, I think in the first quarter of next year is when the Steem It blog account announced it. They're going to be releasing that. I think they're doing a soft release like in January or February, and then in March or April they're going to actually come out with the full shebang of SMTs, and I'm so excited for that. I actually thought about recently creating my own app, but I haven't really thought about the idea yet. The type of app that I'd actually create, I don't know. Right now I'm just focusing on creating content, and if someone wants to, partner with me or, work with me in some way on an app, that would be awesome too. But basically, Alamo Girl, that's what's going on with SMTs. They're huge. The Steem community has been wanting this for a long time now, and they finally released the dates, and I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to change the entire landscape, and the people who have a real entrepreneurial spirit and the people who, stick it out on Steem, those are the people that are going to really win big with SMTs. So stay tuned for more information on that. If you haven't followed the Steem It blog account, I make sure that you do that. I highly recommend that you do that. So thank you so much for that question. It's time for some more coffee. Fantastic, guys. Coffee, so good. You know what? I was actually going to come up with some coffee facts to give you guys. I was going to write those in my journal, but I forgot. So what my idea was, between every question, I was just going to give you guys a fact, a really fun fact about coffee, but I forgot to do that. So I will make sure to do that in the next episode. Oh, by the way, if you guys have any fun coffee facts for me to put in my next episode, definitely put them down below in the comments. All right. So this next one is from Mr. Chef 111. Hi Matt, how are you? Matt is a good friend of mine on Steem that I've gotten to know over these past weeks, and his question is, when do you decide to take out profits? So he was talking about Steem, but he was also talking about cryptocurrencies in general. When do you decide to take out profits? If you're a content creator on Steem, then you're constantly earning Steem whenever you're posting. If you are acquiring other assets, digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, these are all digital assets that you can turn into cash, basically. You can cash them out at any time you want to. And I would say the time that someone does that, when do you actually decide to take out the profits, is really up to you, and it's really dependent on your goals. So for me personally, I want to build up my Steem account to a really high level before I start to take out profits, because I realize that the more Steem that you have, then the faster that you can build your account. But as far as taking out profits, it really depends on your goals, your life goals, your lifestyle. So you can start taking them out right now if you want to. The Steem price is a little bit low, so I would, in my opinion, I would hold off a little bit, at least a month or two, just to see where Steem goes. You know, it's right now it's around 85 cents or so. When I first started on Steem, the Steem price was about $3. So that was pretty good. And then it rose up to about $7. I think that was the high. And then it came back down again. When I went to the Steem Creators Conference in April, it was back to around $3, maybe $3.50. So the price is a little bit low right now. I would hold off on that, and I would hold off on other cryptocurrencies as well. Just hodl onto those coins, and then when the time is right, when they start increasing a little more, then you can go ahead and, you know, take out some profits. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. This is just my humble opinion. So hold off a little bit, acquire as much as you can right now, Matt, and then a little bit later on, maybe towards the end of the year, because I know last year there was a huge spike in Bitcoin. I mean, it was hitting 15, 16, 17,000 plus. So usually when Bitcoin goes up, the other coins go up as well. All the altcoins go up. And so definitely wait, hold on a little bit longer, and just keep pounding it out, man. Just keep earning that Steem, and whatever other cryptocurrency you're into, just acquire as much as you can of it right now, and we're gonna see these things moon really soon. Thank you, Matt, so much for that question. That was awesome. I'm gonna take some coffee here. Guys, I like this environment. I love just sitting here and talking to you and creating content for you guys. So this is a passion of mine. I'm just so happy doing this. Like, I'm just sitting in this, you know, random area. There's students walking across me here. They're looking over like, what is that guy doing? So I love it. It's awesome. I'm creating content for Steem and for YouTube and for anyone who will listen to me. All right, here we go. So question 3 is from Karen McCursey. Karen, how are you? Man, you're awesome. So this one also, K Habir also asked a similar question as well. So I'm going to kind of lump their questions together because they're pretty much the same. So the question was, how soon before Steem goes back up again? Will it be worth $10 someday? Well, Karen and K Habir, it is going to go up pretty soon, I believe. I'm not saying that for certain, but from looking at the trends over the past months and seeing the trends from last year, I can definitely see how Steem is definitely going to rise at least to $2 or $3 by the end of the year. I'm thinking more, but time will tell. We're gonna have to see. As far as the $10, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, this is just the beginning of cryptocurrency. This is like, you know, if you would have got in at the beginning of Microsoft or at the beginning of Apple, you know, digital currency is where things are headed. Because if you look at the evolution of money and you look at what has been happening over the years, you know, first people, like years and years ago, I'm talking about decades ago, people were trading, you know, they would barter and trade goods with each other, you know, and then eventually there was actual physical gold that you would mine, and you would be able to spend and hold on to that physical gold. And then it moved on to, if you're in the US, it moved on to the dollar or fiat currency as we know it today, and it became that paper money that was based on gold. So you had that, and then eventually we moved, well, there was checks, obviously, for checking accounts, but then we moved on to the credit card and the debit card, and people didn't know what that was at first. You know, they were kind of confused, like, why am I going to use this plastic card to slide and purchase my goods with? So it didn't catch on right away, but Visa and MasterCard were like, oh no, you guys are going to want this, trust me, this is going to be awesome. So now you don't see anyone nowadays without a credit card or a debit card. So that's gotten mass adoption. And then the next level, now that we have the internet, we need a whole new currency now for transacting with our goods and services online. We need a new currency because, you know, Visa and MasterCard, credit cards and debit cards out there, they sometimes have certain fees attached to them. They have, kind of slow transaction rates. And with cryptocurrency, it's extremely private, and it's really, really fast, and it's really efficient. So the whole point that I was trying to make with that is that there's an evolution of money that's happening, and as more and more people become aware of that and they start using cryptocurrency more and more to get their goods and services, and eventually I'm thinking that Amazon.com is also going to adopt a cryptocurrency model as well, and other big corporations as well already use it, are investing in it, like Microsoft, Subway, places like that. So the more and more people that use cryptocurrency, the more the value goes up. So Steem reaching $10, yeah, that's a very strong possibility. And not only $10, but I think it's going to go a lot higher than $10. So that was my long answer for Karen and for K Habir. Thank you so much, guys, for asking that question. But yeah, I think it's going to go up very soon this year, even as soon as October or November, definitely. So get as much as you can right now. It's on discount. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for that question. Question 4. Hold on, let me drink my coffee here. So good. You know what I just thought of, guys? It would be horrible if I was shooting all this content and then I saw that my video wasn't even recording, but it's recording, so let's move on. Okay, so question 4 comes from One Fat Indian. Yeah, I don't know about that username, but One Fat Indian. What's going on? How are you? Thank you so much for this question. And you asked, will SBDs be removed from the platform? SBDs, Steem-backed dollars, or Steem blockchain dollars, are those going to be removed from the platform? And if they aren't going to be removed, why are SBD payouts on posts showing 0? Well, the debt ratio is kind of high right now, so that is why if you saw the post, I forget who put the post below your question, but basically it's the debt ratio. When it goes below 5%, I think we're going to start seeing more SBD payouts, but right now we're not going to. We're just going to get Steem and Steem Power, which I'm perfectly okay with, even though the price of Steem is lower right now than the price of an SBD. I love it. I love getting Steem and Steem Power more than Steem-backed dollars. But will SBDs be removed from the platform? No, there's been no talk about that. I haven't seen any updates about that from Steem It Blog or from anywhere else. No witnesses have talked about that at all either. So SBDs are here to stay, at least right now. So thank you, One Fat Indian, for that question. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get some more coffee here. My coffee's almost gone, guys. So I really hope that you're drinking coffee with me, or else you may or may not be falling asleep right now. All right, here we go. Question 5. There's only a couple more questions here, guys. Question 5 and question 6. So question 5 is from @Philo Phineas. And well, this is also from Art by Clark as well. I kind of lumped their questions together because they're very similar. And so let me touch upon that. So hi Philo and hi Clark, how are you guys? Hope you're doing amazing. The question is, what are the key aspects of Steem that make it stand out as a contender to be one of the top cryptocurrencies? And what do you like about Steem? So these questions kind of go together because the things that I like about Steem are the key reasons why I think it's going to stand out as a contender amongst all the other cryptocurrencies that are out there. There are hundreds and hundreds of cryptocurrencies out there. Why Steem? What makes Steem so amazing? What makes it stand out from the other cryptocurrencies? And so much. I'm not going to go into it all right now. Just a few things on my mind. The super lightning fast transaction speeds, 3 seconds or less. Absolutely fantastic speed on that. Wonderful. So there's that. There's also delegation. I mean, what other cryptocurrency can you actually loan out your crypto to another account and then earn as a result of that on a daily basis? Earn daily payouts as a result of delegating. So just an example, I delegate to the Smart Steem account. Smart Steem pays me a daily return just because I'm donating or just like loaning. Delegating is like loaning your Steem power to another account, and then you get it back whenever you want to. So delegation is fantastic, guys. Whenever I found out about that, I was like, wow, this is amazing. So yeah, definitely delegation is fantastic. Not to mention all the amazing projects that are happening right now. You've got DTube, you've got DLive, you've got Partico, you've got Steep Shot, you've got a ridiculous amount of projects. You got Steem Monsters, guys, where you can get cards, you know, like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, but way better because it's on the blockchain. So yeah, there's so much that Steem has going on for it. I can barely touch the surface, but those are my favorite things: delegation, Steem Monsters, the transaction speeds, and the community. The community is just so amazing. There's a lot of other communities out there that are great, I'm sure, but this one here is so strong, and there are so many people here that are passionate about what they're doing, and we all just get along together in a great fashion. And I love Steem. There's nothing like it. I was telling my wife the other day that Steem is just fantastic. In fact, I just found out about a project, I think it was a couple days ago, that was talking about, you know, if you're not a developer, you don't know how to develop apps, but you're an entrepreneur and you have a lot of ideas, then this service will actually connect. I think it's called Teal Key or something like that. Teal Key, something like that. I'm not sure, but I reblogged it. I re-steamed it on my blog, so check it out. I'll have to go back and visit what it was again. But basically, it's a service where you can take your ideas and you can get hooked up with a developer on the website as well, and those people can develop your idea for you. Or you can actually go on and you can actually develop the app yourself. But the way they're going to do it is kind of like how WordPress allows you to develop your own websites. Well, this service is going to allow you to develop your own apps or get connected with people who know how to develop your app. So it's just fantastic, guys. I mean, there's so much. I like stay awake at night and I get excited in the morning just thinking about Steem and all the possibilities that it has. I could talk for hours and hours and hours on end and probably bore you to death talking about all the things that I love about Steem, but man, it's changed my life, guys. It's changed my life, my family's life, my outlook on life, my direction in life, everything. It's changed my energy. It's changed every cell in my body. It's changed like everything, guys. I can't even. Steem is fantastic. I've never seen anything like Steem in my life. So I hope that answers your question, Philo and Clark. There's nothing like Steem. It is going to stand out among the rest. There's just too much value that's involved with this platform that it can't not raise in value. I don't see it as possible. Okay, let me get my last drink of coffee here. I'm looking at the video time, and it looks like this video has ran over 20 minutes. So let's get this thing moving. Question 6 comes from Chris Rice. Chris, you are the man. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me over these past months. You're fantastic. I love you. I love your family, your wife, and your son. Yes. So thank you so much for all your support. Chris says, is the price of Steem correlated with the percent of rewards being paid out in 50% Steem and 50% Steem power? So I believe that the price is slightly correlated with that, but what I believe more so than that is that it's tied to the king of all cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin is doing, if it's up, then Steem is up. If Bitcoin is down, then Steem is down. And if you've noticed over the past number of weeks, Bitcoin has gone down a lot. Like it's sitting around 6,000 right now. And when I started in cryptocurrency back in 2017, this was November, man, Bitcoin was over 7 grand. And then obviously it shot up like 15 and 20 grand in December. But the Steem price is very closely correlated with Bitcoin. So like I said, whatever Bitcoin's doing, when Bitcoin rises, when it goes up a lot, which it definitely will, then you're going to see Steem rise a lot as well. Now, I do believe too that Steem will start to be independent of Bitcoin a little bit, especially with all the projects that are happening around the community and on the blockchain. There's so many valuable projects and apps that are being developed that it's going to raise the value up a lot. But right now we're sitting at a low price point. At the time I'm shooting this video, it's around 85 cents right now. So as far as the price being correlated with the 50% Steem, 50% Steem power, if you watched my question before, I was talking about, who asked this question? Oh, it was One Fat Indian. He was talking about SBDs showing a zero payout. Basically, I was talking about how the debt ratio right now for Steem-backed dollars is a little bit high. So as soon as it comes back down below 5%, we're going to be okay. And we're probably going to start to see some more SBD payouts. But I don't think that the 50% Steem, 50% Steem power has a lot to do with the current price. Like I said, it's really highly tied to Bitcoin right now, and so are all the other altcoins as well. That's just how it is right now. It might change in the future. You know, we might see altcoins moving from being tied to Bitcoin to being completely independent, and at that point, it's going to be amazing chaos. Like, there's going to be so many valuable cryptocurrencies like Steem rising up in value even higher. So I think the mosquitoes are coming out, guys. I'm going to start getting bit up like I was the other day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your question. Alamo Girl, Mr. Chef 111. Sorry, there was a golf cart just driving right through the field there. Mr. Chef 111, Karen McCursey, K Habir, One Fat Indian, Philo Phineas, Art by Clark, and Chris Rice. You guys rock. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. I love talking about Steem, and if I could talk about Steem like even further, I would. You know what? I think I'm going to. I had already picked the topic for the next episode, guys, but what I want to do is I want to, since I love talking about Steem so much, I want to talk even further about the upcoming hard fork. So hard fork 20 is coming out on September 25th. And what I want you to do is I want you to submit your questions about hard fork 20. Basically what has to happen is most of the witness, I think it's like 17 out of the top 20 witnesses have to approve this hard fork in order for it to go through. But basically it's going to change the landscape of Steem and how it operates. So I want you to leave your questions down below. If you're not familiar with hard fork 20, I'm going to leave a link to that as well from the Steemit blog, and that way you can kind of derive your questions from that, or if you already have a question, just leave it below. And also, if you could give me some feedback as well, how you enjoyed this episode, how I could improve it for the next time, because I'm always looking to improve my videos, improve my content for you guys. So definitely let me know your ideas for that, as well as your questions. So like I said, the first 3 people who submit their questions about hard fork 20 will get a free Steem Monsters booster pack. So I will send that to you as soon as I can. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I truly appreciate you. I had my coffee here, my Black Magic coffee. Love it. Such good stuff. But yeah, this video has gone on long enough. Leave your questions below. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, my friend.